Fellas, welcome back. We are
Welcome.
here 2 days after recording episode 3. We hope you enjoyed that disperse of Code and I's volume discussing the premiere of the Bad Batch season
Yeah,
3. Very great discussion. Though the audio didn't might not have gone up to wishes, but it's something that we're still experimenting with,
can
seeing
you
our
do?
best options. Yep. Welcome back, episode 4 of Ramblers Radio. We are back to the normal schedule for now because we explained why we had that irregular schedule last time. It's because we wanted to watch 3 episodes of the Bad Batch and talk about it, and we didn't really have a really episode title in mind for if we did it on the normal schedule because we wouldn't be able to talk about it because we usually record on Mondays and that's kind of goes on and on. We will be talking about the Bad Batch again pretty soon within the next couple of probably within the next few weeks whenever we get like a bunch more episodes coming out.
Yep.
So yeah, how we doing?
Man, pretty good weekend. Um,
Yep.
we just recorded, so this is a little weird, but we're here.
Yep. Yeah, boatload of recordings. Luckily, we will be
Yeah,
on. We'll be on the main schedule from here on out for the next few weeks.
yeah.
So
He's gonna be in editing purgatory for like the next week, though.
yeah, the episode 3 didn't take that long to edit. It only took me like an hour to do, which is nowhere close to how long it took the first 2 episodes to do it. So all right, Code. I know this is a bit awkward. 2 days after recording the
All
last
right.
episode, what news we got?
Yeah. So to be honest, we didn't really get anything really substantial, but we're gonna go over the basic stuff because I know a lot of people don't tune in every episode and they only watch the most recent one. So to recap the recent things, Bad Batch is airing, so episode 4 is coming out Wednesday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. Pacific. Um, the Battlefront Classic Collection, which we'll get into Battlefront later, as you guys will see. That is still coming out March 14th. Pre-order your copies, get a discount, do whatever you got to do. Because we're gonna be on that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But other than that, really not much. I mean, there was a lot of just general discourse this weekend, mainly about the Battlefront collection, a little bit about Bad Batch. But it's an exciting time to be a Star Wars fan, man.
Yep. Yeah. Potential live stream potential with Battlefront. We'll see what we got cooking up.
We'll
We'll
see.
see about
We'll
that.
see.
But yeah, going along with that announcement, we're gonna spend this episode in the imagination. We're gonna talk about
Imagination.
something that most fans that play Star Wars video games want, and that is a Battlefront 3 from Dice, but
Yep.
it's all but confirmed because EA has definitely EA has it's been known that they've gotten rid of Dice, and if they were to make Battlefront 3, Dice wouldn't be a part of it. So
Yep. And definitely
that
not the team that made Battlefront 2 and 1, because they've
yeah
all left.
yeah that kind of
Yeah.
goes hand in hand with it. They ended up because during the history of Battlefront 2, they ended up switching managers from Dennis Branville to Ben Walk, which is more of a community based manager. And then when the pandemic hit, they didn't really see that much worth in terms of going forward with a game that's a couple years old at that point. And then they decided to move on from Battlefield 2042, which it was a mistake because I just looked that
Yeah.
up. That game has a 1.9 out of 5-star review, average review on
Yeah.
Google, which,
And I just saw it
yeah,
today. You can buy it for $10 on the Xbox store. So
yeah, yeah. And I'm pretty sure they did have a net loss on that game, which,
yeah,
if you have a net loss on a video game, you definitely failed. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, for sure.
But yeah, enough with the negativity. We're going to talk about so the last couple episodes we've been going back and forth every like 5 or 10 minutes or so. we're going to be going back and forth a lot more in this one because it's basically a live conversation rather than just
Spitballing.
a bunch of soliloquies, a bunch of yapping, as this
Yeah, I
generation
was
would
about to say
say.
that. We're gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah.
yapping.
So, as far as our history in Battlefront, if you guys don't know, this little munch and I over here,
All
we
right.
uh, we met playing Battlefront 2. We were just like, you know what, let's play some games, and we actually got along quite well. And we ended up going to this podcast, even though that was a few years later. Um, yeah, been a while since then. We don't really play Battlefront too much anymore. I personally haven't
No.
played the game in like 3 months or something. Maybe even four.
We
Yeah,
Yeah, we go through phases. I mean, everybody does with this game. I hopped on it today just because it was in the back of my mind. I hopped on, played a bunch of different modes. But to be honest, we have our phases. We come in every like 4 months for a week, and it's fun. But honestly, I think this Battlefront collection might be the final nail in the coffin.
yeah, yeah. This guy Code sent me a screenshot of him getting the top of the scoreboard in Starfighter Assault. Bro thought he was
What can I
him.
say, man? What can I say?
Bro,
Call
bro
me
thought he was
Poe
Poe
Dameron.
Dameron and Han Solo combined. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am.
So Battlefront 3. When
Talk
I
about
think
it.
about this, when I think about this idea, I think about the missed opportunities that Battlefront 2 had.
Yeah.
Mainly because that's obviously the second iteration. Battlefront 2 obviously built off of what Battlefront 1 was. Uh, and then I kind of just. It goes along with what you think would need to happen, and plus, what do you think you just want to happen? You know, uh, first thing, private matches. Why are they not in Battlefront 2 and they were in Battlefront 1? Like, come on, let's give it back
Yep.
EA. Come on, you
Yep.
definitely flubbed with that one. If there were private battles, Battlefront 2 competitive play would have probably gone much more
Would have
smooth.
went crazy.
Yeah, it would have been crazy. Not on like esports level, obviously. That's kind of just a different dimension. But there would have been organized tournaments a lot more for Battlefront 2.
For
And
sure. Yeah.
but they didn't do it, and obviously it'll never happen now. So it's just kind of that.
Tragic.
Battlefront 3, I wanted it to be sort of a hybrid of what 1 and 2 had in terms of the maps that it had. Some of the maps in Battlefront 2, I feel like uh, wouldn't really need to return. Like, I'm not really a big fan of Kessel and probably like Felucia. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck there.
Felucia,
You don't
Scarif,
you
things
don't
like
need to
that.
return. Like Scarif again. You know.
Yeah.
Uh, as far as new maps, there were maps in the OG Battlefronts that kind of just are like wild cards. Like there's Maigito, which doesn't well only shows up
Yeah.
in one scene in the movie, much like Felucia does. And then there's
hmm
like there's Tensive
They have
4.
Renvar in that game from
Yeah,
like Legends. Like
yeah,
Renvar, I don't
Renvar,
even know. I had to look
Renvar.
up what that was after they announced the classic collection.
Yeah, they also have like Tensive 4, which I think is a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
They have a bunch of space maps and stuff, but back in 2005 it was a lot easier to design maps because it took a lot less time.
yeah. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna have Code pull up a document like how we play like Hangman, and we're just gonna
All
list
right.
some maps that we think we want to have. All right, let's talk about some maps that we know are locks. Moss
All right.
Eisley is for sure a lock.
For
Uh,
sure.
the most iconic location from A New Hope, I'd say, as far as a planet would go.
Oh yeah,
There's,
definitely.
of course, the other iconic ones like Hoth has to be there and Endor has to be there for sure. Um, because I like how because I really like how Battlefront 2 did as far as branching into all three sequels, plus adding some Clone Wars content like Commando droids aren't in the prequels any, and neither are Clone
Yeah.
Commandos. They kind of did a branch off that, and of course they were probably going to expand on that more, but they ended up canceling. Uh, but yeah, then as far as original trilogy. Other locks, I'd say, as far as like you have to have this map in. is definitely the Death Star. Death Star needs to be
Yeah,
there.
either Death Star 1 or 2. I don't think it really
Yeah,
matters too
I
much.
don't really care which one it is because like in
Yeah.
the interior, there's no like big
Okay,
difference. You
it
know,
auto corrected to one half. All right, bro.
half of the Death Star, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there's some others in the original trilogy. Like I'm thinking of as far as locks, I don't really think of anything else. I mean, if you want to do like
um,
Jabba's palace, you can do that, but like I don't really think that's too
I don't
necessary.
think it needs to be there. I think it definitely should. I don't think it
Yeah.
needs to be there. I think one lock for me is definitely going to be Bespin,
Oh
specifically.
yeah, Bespin has to be there
Uh,
for sure.
Specifically, it doesn't have to be the freezing chambers, but we gotta at least have Cloud
I
City on
really,
there.
I really want a return of Cloud City from Battlefront One. That was one of my favorite
That's what
maps
I
in
want. I want
Battlefield.
a map that
Yeah,
has a hybrid of the outside and the carbon freezing chambers, like
yeah,
just a fully comprehensive city. That would be so great.
yeah. So
So move.
you can label that one originals, uh, to just
Yeah,
like
for sure, for sure.
keep it there. As far and then we'll go into prequel maps, specifically prequel maps, not branching into Clone Wars at all. Coruscant should be in the game. I don't
Yeah,
really know
that's the
why.
first. That's the first one that needs
Yeah,
to be in there.
Coruscant should have always been in the game.
Let's see if I can spell
To the point where
Force.
people actually modded Coruscant into Battlefront 2, which was actually
Yeah,
crazy.
they
It's
did.
crazy to see. Coruscant is definitely there. Naboo is definitely there. Naboo is probably the best large scale map in Battlefront 2, if I had to
Yep,
say.
we need Geonosis too.
Yeah, Geonosis, of course. Camino should be there.
Yep, Camino.
That's kind of branching into Clone Wars, but Camino is primarily an Attack of the Clones planet.
Yeah,
And
I think
then
we also need. No, we don't need
Utapau.
that.
Utapau needs to be there.
Yes, because that is such a cool map that. Wait. Yeah, wait, that's not how you spell it.
Utapua.
You should. um, yeah, that is such a cool map, and it's in Battlefront 2, and I think that map just has so much potential to be so awesome and unique. Like, they made that map,
Right.
and I was so hyped to have that planet in Skywalker Saga, Lego Star Wars, and it did
Yeah.
not live up to the expectations, I'll say that much.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
then
there's not many more locks, but I'd say Mustafar should be there for sure. It's a pivotal point.
Mustafar for like small scale game modes for sure.
HVV would go crazy.
HVV on Mustafar would be so good. It would be so
Yeah,
great. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
would there be
much.
anything else as far as like this map must be in the game?
I mean,
I don't
there's
really.
plenty more that we would want, obviously, but in
We're also
terms
gonna
of
have a
ones that are required, this is pretty much the list.
we might also have like a few like Clone Wars maps for like a Clone Wars section, but we'll do that after
We
we do sequels.
we could do. How do you think about Mos Espa? Because that's
Mos
really
Espa.
similar to Mos Eisley. I don't even know, like.
I mean, I don't really think it's necessary because it's like it's a Tatooine town. Like I think it's just would
Yeah,
be very
yeah.
similar. Pod
All right.
racing could be in Battlefront 3 though. That'd be a cool
That
thing.
would be sick. That would be
Yeah.
sick. All right, so moving on to sequels.
Yeah, sequels there won't be many because Battlefront 2 mainly has like all the important sequel maps. Like there's
It does. That's something they did really
yeah,
well. Is they really got a lot of the sequel content
yeah.
besides Poe
Of
and.
course there's Takodana, there's
Yep.
Jakku and Starkiller Base for Force Awakens, and then for Last Jedi the only one's Crate, and then Rise of Skywalker. Not even Agent Kloss, because like the First Order don't go to Agent Kloss and Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, it's not needed, but I mean, I think it's needed in the same. Well, we didn't put Yavin 4 down, but that would be one that I would
Yeah,
want to see. But Asian class isn't required. I mean,
yeah,
it's not
but
really even in the movie that much, to be honest.
yeah, but
Um,
Exegol should be a lock for a
yes,
starfighter map,
dude,
specifically for starfighters.
imagine the space to ground combat you could have in that. Exegol is literally a flat planet. The amount of like most large scale game modes you could have on that. The space battles, the stuff
Yeah.
inside of the Citadel, the like you could do Walker Assault. I don't even know what you could do, but there's so much potential there.
Yeah.
Um, what Luke's home. Where
Definitely not
else?
Octo. Definitely not Dakar.
No,
Definitely
we
not
don't
Agent
need that
Voss.
because yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what else is really required for um see, and
Now,
this is what
yeah.
the Battlefront 2 dev should have done in 2015, 2016 when they sat down and started making the game.
Yeah.
These are the perfect launch maps right here. This is like the ones you
Yeah.
need.
There
Right?
are
Of
some
course they
more
didn't
launch maps
know.
though.
Of course they didn't have Crate and Exegol yet. But still, I mean, these are the ones you
Well, that's
need.
because they didn't have Crate because The Last Jedi hadn't released yet, and then
Yeah,
obviously Rise of
that's what I'm
Skywalker
saying.
either.
Exegol
Yeah.
Sam. Yeah.
So let's talk about maps. Well, before we move on to like the extra Star Wars content, like Clone Wars or like Mandalorian, are there any maps from the three trilogies that we'd want to be in the game?
Yeah, I
Or
think I definitely have some more that I would
yeah,
want.
go ahead and give them to me.
Um, I'm thinking Yavin 4.
Yavin 4,
Um,
sure. Yeah.
uh, Jabba's Palace, because that's just a fun map. Who doesn't like Jabba's
Yep.
Palace? Maybe make it a little more like. Just make it Jabba's placed. Uh,
You
Oh
Java's
yeah.
palette.
No,
Java's
now I can't even
pass.
spell anymore. I can't even spell.
That's crazy.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
So those are the two I can really think of from the originals. Um, we
I
could
can't.
do. I actually are we talking about ship maps too in here? Because I
You
would
could
definitely
do
like to see the
you Tantive 4, yeah.
Tantive
Because
4 is
of
what I was
course,
thinking of.
beginning of A New Hope, yeah.
Is Tantive 4 with
There's
two
a
T's?
skirmish.
I don't even know.
No, it's just one. Tantive 4,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, it's
Tantive IV.
um. I would
Then
also I we need a Star Destroyer. It's so annoying that
Star
because
Destroyer,
Dice
sure.
their development was cut short on this game. They weren't able to put um uh
The only
I
thing
can't
about
spell. Jeez.
The only thing about Star Destroyer is that the only like significant difference between Star Destroyer map and like the Death Star is that there's no like huge like Death Star hangar. But you could also do Star
Yeah.
Destroyer hangar, but like it's just kind of too similar. But I do agree, Star Destroyer does sound like a cool concept. Yeah.
Yeah, I think just the fact that it was that Dice was cut short and they weren't able to make ships for the original trilogy really sucks. So I really want to see that in
Yeah.
a future game.
Right.
Um
There is also let's think about prequels now, because you mentioned Mos Espa, but like I really don't think that would be in, even if they like can really considered it. There
It's too
is
similar to Moss Eisley, to be fair.
there
What else?
there is another Naboo map you could do, the lake shore where that leads to the Gungan underwaters. That could be a
Yes.
consideration.
So I want two Naboo maps. I want the Theed Palace and I want the plains.
The planes
Because
too. Yeah.
the plains were in Battlefront 1 2004 actually, of all games,
Really.
and I think that. They're in the original Battlefront. They're not in Battlefront 2 or anything. I think that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got background noise. But I think that would be that has a lot of cool potential for a game mode for sure. So I'm gonna put that down. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Well.
Naboo plains for sure. I guess we'll put Theed up here, unless you were thinking of another map.
No,
Where
Theed
are
was
we?
the main one I was thinking for Naboo on the top. Yeah.
All right. Um,
What do you think about the Coruscant underworld? Do you think that has potential?
I mean, it definitely has potential, but I don't. They could really go anywhere with that type of map.
Yeah. Like
It
maybe
would
like
definitely
a
have to be some sort of small scale game mode.
like
Or maybe
say
maybe they
you
could
could make
introduce
it
some sort of racing mode where you have pod racing, like flying, like chasing Zam Wessel or something, like
Yeah.
for
Oh
different.
yeah.
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
that could be
I
it.
don't even
Yeah.
know. I don't even know.
You can make it
So
like you can make it like
we'll
how it
do.
is in Attack of the Clones, or you can make it like how it is in, say, Jedi Survivor. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Coruscant Underworld, sure. What else could we um anything else for Attack of the Clones really?
I mean, not really. Well, you could do you
We
could do
have like
the
all the planets that are in that movie here basically.
yeah.
Um
The only ones that comes to my mind are like the Geonosis Palace, but like that one isn't really too
yeah,
interesting to
like the
me.
catacombs.
The Catacombs maybe, but
Yeah.
like that's like a dark map, you know. Um,
We could have like an Ewok hunt mode where there's like Ewok hunt, there's Geonosian catacombs, there's what else? We could like Youngling hunt. We could have like one playlist with all those modes.
yeah. Oh, when
um,
we when
but
we were thinking
really
about
though,
Coruscant, when we were thinking about Coruscant as a required map, were we thinking specifically Jedi Temple, or
I
is
was
that
thinking,
like an
yeah, I was
extra one?
thinking Jedi Temple, and just like the upper districts in general. Um,
Yeah,
Mainly Jedi Temple though, because I think the potential there is pretty insane.
potential.
Um,
Yeah. And
yeah.
as
In
far
terms
as
of episode
sequels,
3,
I can't
uh,
think of anything like anything whatsoever.
I mean, I'd be fine. I would like a Dakar map, but it doesn't have to be there. I don't think it has to be
Yeah,
there. I think
yeah,
Dakar is better than Agent Kloss for sure.
yeah,
Um, in terms of map potential, but I don't
yeah,
really think and that any of that need really. I don't feel too strongly about the sequels in general, so I don't have a great opinion on that.
yeah.
Um, and to be honest, they don't visit very many planets in the sequels.
No,
We
not
could do
really.
Pisana. We could do Kef Beer. But I don't.
Definitely not Kef beer.
But
That one
I
is
don't
not too
care too much
interesting.
for any of those. So I think that's
Pasana
enough.
has potential, but because
Yeah,
like they actually have skirmishes there. But other than that,
yeah.
Kef beer, the Death Star ruins could be an interesting HVV map. But
That would be really. That could be interesting.
yeah,
Whenever I think of the Death Star ruins, though, I can only think of um the part of the level in Lego Star Wars when you had to use BB-8 and Ray, and you had to do parkour around the thing.
yeah,
That was torture. It was
yeah.
terrible.
So let's think about extras as far as like outside of the Skywalker sagas, because there's not many planets from each. First
Yeah.
one is Navarro. I would really love to see
Yes.
Navarro.
I would love to see like a very big Navarro with. I would like to see a really big Navarro with like the Imperial base that we see in season 2 and the
Yeah,
town and the lava plains and stuff like that. I think that would
yeah.
be really cool. Um,
Another one is Corellia from Solo.
yeah. I don't even know how I spelled that right, but there it is.
Yeah,
Um, Maybe it might be that. I don't even know. Does Google even
yeah.
know? All right,
What are some
so
you can think of?
I think of Mandalore when I think of that,
Oh yeah, for sure.
like a season 7 Mandalore. Um, that's what I think of. Um,
Another one is Christophsis from the Clone Wars movie.
yes,
That one would be
Christos.
great
Wait,
with
that's not how you spell. Wait, it's
it's like Christopher, but it's spelled like Chris.
yes, there.
Yeah, Christos. Christosis.
It doesn't matter, man.
The spelling is off. That's fine.
It's
Um,
fine. You get the idea. What did I
yeah,
even? Yeah, whatever. All right, so we got Christosis. Um, what else from Clone Wars? I mean, there's a lot of Ooh, Dathomir.
Dathomir is a good one. I like
I think
that.
we can. That'll be part of my hunt playlist. We'll have Grievous hunting down the
Yeah,
the Night Sisters.
right. Yeah.
So Dathomir.
Think of rebels. What about like Lothal or Avalon? One of those.
Yes,
That has
Lethal has to
potential.
be. Lethal, if they're doing Rebels content, Lethal has to be the first map they will consider for sure.
Yeah.
I think that could be a cool map, regardless of what area of Lethal they do. I think that'd be cool. I would love to see like the like always empty highway they have, that long strip, that long airway strip. I would love to see that.
I look
Um,
at all of these maps that we're listing, and I realize that this game would be like 100
yes,
gigabytes.
and that's part of the reason why this game is such a challenge for anybody to take on, because there's so much content that if they wanted to do a comprehensive Battlefront 3, it would take so much money that it would be impossible for them to make their money back.
Yeah.
So I
So if
think
you guys,
they would have to do
so
some sort of live service thing, or only do it at chunks at a time, like make a game
yeah.
with just prequel content and then come back and add a huge $60 DLC with just original content. Something like that, because developing this game and releasing it for 60, 70, $80 is not going to they're not going to make money.
So if you guys don't know about the history of like Battlefront criticism, at the start of Battlefront One, it was judged because it had very little single player. It had basically no single player content, and there were only like 6 heroes in the game. And then Battlefront
Yep.
2, as far as content goes, they were judged by basically pretty much all of the heroes were still original trilogy. Like the only prequel characters there were Darth Maul and Yoda, and then there was Rey and Kylo for the sequels, and then that
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah, they kind of checked boxes. Oh, we have one light side prequel hero, one light side, and we spent a lot of time literally sharing heroes between eras just to make up for that. Like Chewie, he's in all three eras. I think he is the only hero in all three
You
eras.
also you
Um,
also had to pay 80,000 credits to play as Darth Vader, but they
you
moved past
did,
that
and
too.
and someone did the math one day, and it was like 20 days of grinding. It was something insane if you didn't want to buy. So all the
They
loot box controversy.
Most of the heroes that were available at launch were like not even like the most iconic ones. Like you could play as like Han and like Yoda and Kylo, but then they had, like Vader was locked, Luke was locked,
Yep.
uh, I believe Palpatine was locked. Like
Palpatine was
yeah,
locked.
Palpatine was
Boba was
OD.
locked. Um, all these. Actually, I still have the beta of the game on my console. I can download it and go into the menus if I
Yeah,
wanted to.
yeah,
Yeah.
the beta.
So
Great times.
yeah.
But
Um, in
are there
terms
any
of
are there any other maps that we think have potential? I mean, I'm not really thinking of any. Rogue One, I mean,
um,
Scarif in Battlefront 1 was so good, but then they kind of
I
just
think
dulled it down in Battlefront 2. It was just
yeah,
kind
I
of
think
there.
Scarif is a tired map. I don't think we need to see it again at all.
Yeah.
I think we've seen enough Scarif, and I don't think it really has a place in the Star Wars like ecosystem right now. No one is really thinking about Scarif right now. It's not really on the radar,
Oh,
and
I
frankly, I
have
don't think we
one.
need it.
I have one that I think has potential. Fortress
What?
Inquisitorius.
Oh yeah, that would be really. That would
Because
be really cool.
mainly because it was featured in Kenobi and not just Jedi Fallen Order.
Jeez,
I
I
think
guess
it'd
I
be
just
a
can't spell it tonight. I don't even know if
I
I
think it'd
spelled
be
that
a
right.
great yeah. It's close enough.
Yeah.
I think it has great potential to be an HVV map.
Yeah,
Personally,
HVV map, and you could do some. They could have sort of like an infiltration game mode where you have to be the rebels and you have to sneak in and extract data or something like that. Sort of like the phase
yeah.
2 of the Death Star DLC in Battlefront 2015.
Yeah.
Um, what any other maps really? I mean, thinking of the Jedi games, I would love to see maybe a game from that, maybe like Pagano or Zepho. I
Or
think Zepho would be
Kobo.
really cool.
I think Kobo's the best candidate personally.
Yeah, we could do Kobo.
Yeah, but Zepho's not bad
Um,
either. Yeah.
yeah, I guess. Also,
The only
Zepho's
reason
pretty
why
linear.
the only reason why I think Kobo's a better candidate is because like there's that planet's like actually like inhabited outside of the Empire. You know, there's actually like people that don't like the Empire there, so It makes
Yeah,
sense to
yeah,
that
for
degree.
sure. And that could be a really interesting map too, because maybe we could have. I mean, I don't know how this supposed Battlefront 3 would go, but maybe we could have, because the Raiders are there, the Bedlam Raiders. Maybe we could have something with the droids and the Empire and the
Yeah,
Rebels. Who even
yeah,
knows the potential for
that would
that?
be really cool. Yeah, that'd be sick.
What if you played as the Bedlam Raiders against the Empire, and it was sort of like a CIS versus Empire thing? That would be
That would be
crazy.
crazy. Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
sick.
That would add
So
5 more gigabytes to the game, but that's
that would
fine. I
five
will
more terabytes to be exact.
I will buy a new console.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You'll have to get a console specifically for the game.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
your
those
console is
are
gonna go inside of the game. It's gonna slide inside of the game. The
yeah.
disc.
I mean, there's a
So,
couple more I can think of. Like I could think of Ferrix, but like they didn't really give too much
uh,
love to Andor, so it's like,
I don't know
would
if
they
we.
add that? Like as far as these extra maps,
Yeah,
the only ones that I'm confident they would add are like Mandalore and Navarro. I feel like the other ones they wouldn't even consider. It's just maps that we think should be in the game for sure.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
think Christos has potential. If a game like this went on for long enough, live service, they might bring in Christos.
Yeah.
Um, but man, I think that's really it for maps.
Yeah. I'm still recording, right? Yep. All right.
All right,
Wait,
so we
wait
should
that for
probably
me.
start with our must-haves, right?
Yeah. So let's start with
So
the must-haves, which are
so I
obvious.
think we need to have
Let's
basically
separate
we need to
let's
have
separate heroes and villains, of course.
yeah, we're gonna do
Um,
heroes first. I think we need every hero from Battlefront 2 except for BB-8.
I really don't think BB-8 or BB-90 should be back. That was just kind of an
I,
experimental thing that I think it was
yeah.
worth having because it was an interesting concept, but having
And I also think
BB-8.
it was better than getting Poe and Hux because I think that would have been a really boring update, and I think the droids kind of brought life to that update.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so
So let's think of
I
the
think
obvious
we need
ones.
every Battlefront 2 hero except for BB-8. Really. So we'll list them off for you. We have Han, Leia, Luke, Yoda, Anakin,
Just
Obi Wan, Finn.
you don't have to type them all down. Just write Battlefront 2 heroes.
Yeah, I
Like
will. I will.
the
Yeah,
first
but
thing. Yeah.
dude, did I miss any? Lando.
There's Han, Luke, Chewie, Leia, Lando, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Yoda, Finn, and Rey.
Yep,
I think all of
those
them
are
should be
heroes.
in. Yeah.
So, um,
Now let's get
now
into
we get
the
to
new
move. Now
ones.
we need to move on. I need to say
Ahsoka
this because
needs to be in.
yeah, Ahsoka.
And
So everybody screamed about Ahsoka.
she can
Who?
have skins based on a couple of her Clone Wars appearances, plus
We
her
could talk about
appearance in
skins,
her
yeah,
show. Yeah.
separately. Yeah,
Skins is a new topic. Yeah, this episode's fire,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Skins will be it. Skin. Don't even get into skins. We'll be here for 7 hours. Well, let's save
Yeah.
that. So, Ahsoka, and the first one that comes to me after the Ahsoka, it has to be Mace Windu, and then after that, it has to be Qui Gon. Just because if Maul,
Why are we not bringing up Din Djarin, bro? Mandalorian? Get him in.
he does need to be in here because he's basically the poster boy of Disney Star Wars now.
Bro
Um,
revived the franchise, like legitimately.
Yeah, and I think Mace Windu and Qui Gon are needed just because they are such huge players in the prequels. And how can you have Obi Wan and Maul without Qui Gon? And when we get into Obi Wan, there are so many Obi Wan skins that needed to be in Battlefront 2 that weren't. Like, why is there no old Ben skin? And why isn't he in the originals? And why is Yoda in the originals? What the heck? All right,
Yeah.
so who's next? Padme is another one I think of
Padme
immediately that
needs
we
to be
need.
in. Yes. Yes.
I'm not even gonna try. Um,
Yeah.
who else?
What about
From
Rebels?
the
What about
I
Ezra?
think
I think
yeah, I
Ezra's
think
the best candidate for Rebels
Ezra is the
characters.
most needed from for Rebels heroes specifically. And I think we want Kanan too, but I don't think he is the prime
I would say
candidate.
I will say
Um,
this. I I would naturally not say that Sabine should be a Battlefront 2 hero, but it does provide the potential for a light side hero to have a jetpack like Boba.
yes, well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Um, I think, but I
So
don't think we
yeah.
need this thing where they did with the two Battlefront games, the EA ones, where every hero has to have like an exact counterpart. Like it has to be yin and yang
That is a
because
good point too.
they really restrict themselves when they do that. They really restrict
Uh-huh.
themselves.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
Star Wars, there are not exact equals on each side, light and dark, and they're all
Right.
like the
Yep.
same. Like that's not how it is.
Yeah. Could you
So
imagine if Darkseid had a Luke Skywalker type? That'd be crazy.
yeah. Um, in terms of heroes, I say if we get another one from Rebels, I think it needs to be Hera because I think that
Okay.
she would be a really unique hero, and I think she would bring more than someone like
Oh
Zeb or
wait, hold
Sabine.
on. How have we not mentioned Cal Kestis? Get
We're
him in
getting there.
here.
We're still on Rebels, man. Give
we
it a
spent an
second.
entire we spent an entire segment of episode 2 talking about how good Cal Kestis is, and we we haven't even
Yeah,
said it. We're yapping, bro. We're just yapping.
yeah. Two eyes is crazy. Cal Kestis, yes, this he needs to be in here, and he needs to have. They should just port over all his customization options from the Jedi games.
Speaking of that, you want to just give a vouch for Grease getting in
Yeah,
Battlefront 3?
get Grease in there. Um, in all reality, though, Grease does not need to be in this game. Um, uh, BD1 needs to be with Cal, obviously. And Cal would probably be a pretty broken. He'd probably have like rechargeable heals, which would go crazy. Um, so yeah, we need Cal.
Yeah,
Um,
that's all I can
who
really think of for
else?
light side,
Is that it?
honestly. Yeah, well,
Oh, we should probably put Poe just out of good taste.
I guess. I mean,
Just
sure.
because if they're doing the sequel era, they need him in there. He's literally part of the main three. Like
Yeah,
if there is gonna be um if they are gonna do sequel related content, they need Poe. Like let's be real.
yeah, right.
Um, I think that's all for the must-haves. I think. Um, moving
Yeah.
on, let's do the ones that
Let's.
we. What did we do? The ones we want but don't
Well,
necessarily
honestly,
need. Oh wait,
I'm
we
not
should move
sure.
on to. Or no, let's
Yeah,
keep going at heroes. Yeah.
let's do the villains must-haves first.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the hero wants will be like a pretty long train of thought that I honestly can't really think of right now.
Yeah.
Because most of my
The
wants, because most of my wants for the heroes are in like the need category per se.
For sure. Yeah, I think a lot of these
Yeah.
heroes are needed. So okay,
Right.
villains must have is every villain except Bosk and BB90 and Phasma probably.
Bosk. Well, Iden. We don't need Iden again.
Oh, Iden, yeah, Iden. Because but we don't need Bosk. We don't need him. We want him, but he's not like necessary.
Bosk has been in both Battlefront games. It's kind of a legacy pick.
I guess you're right. But I mean, is he really essential to a game like this? Is he up there with
Not really,
like?
but that's literally my argument is that he's been in both games.
Okay, okay.
Like the only other ones that were in both games were every nine of them and Jyn Erso. Nine of them and Jyn Erso were not in Battlefront 2, and then Krennic was not in Krennic and Greedo were not in Battlefront 2 either. But there were
Yeah,
10 heroes on each side for Battlefront 1 that were in Battlefront 2. So
yeah. Iden,
BB90.
BB99E, and Phasma probably. Did she?
No, Phasma should stay in. I feel like
Okay.
because she has a unique dynamic with like staffs and her staff strikes and stuff. Even though it doesn't
Yeah.
really get portrayed very good in the films, but yeah. All right,
Yeah.
must haves. What do you think of?
Immediately. I think Jango Fett because he is a huge player in the prequels.
If you're gonna say Jango Fett, what exactly is gonna make him different from Boba?
I don't know, man. Give him different abilities. I mean, if anything, I guess you could make him. I guess you could just make him like a reskin or something. I
Instead of
just think that
Jango Fett,
Django is.
instead of Jango Fett, why not Cad Bane? Because Cad Bane is
Well, yeah.
basically the
Well,
same
Cad Bane
archetype.
is would be on here too. I think Cad Bane is a big pick too.
It
What do
goes
you think?
well. It goes hand in hand for saying not exact. Every hero doesn't really need a mirror on the dark side. Like, why exactly are you making two very similar heroes on the same side? You know, like, what's the point in that?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
But I mean, I think they're both. We can put them on the wants, I guess. But I think they're
Cad
both
Bane.
because they're so both
I
such
think
big
Cad Bane is
players.
a need. I think Cad Bane is a need.
Yeah, I have him down as a need too. I think
Yeah,
we need Cad Bane specifically because again, he has cool rocket boosters. He's got cool guns. He's got cool
and
utility.
he would
He's
be
cool,
a.
man.
Do you remember what the ARC Trooper was like in Battlefront 2? How you could do the dual
Yeah,
shot with the double triggers.
yeah,
That's what Cad Bane could be. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, and
Ventress. Put Ventress
honestly,
up there.
yes, 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 yes. Um, yeah, Ventress needs to be there, and then after that, really, we don't need any more. Of course, we want a lot more. Um, but what else would we really need?
Not
Because
Moff Gideon. I don't think Moff Gideon's a very good one.
yeah, well,
Um,
we'll want more Mando characters just because we have Din
I
Djarin
really
appear
I
eventually.
really don't think Snoke is a good idea because I think he'll just be too similar to Palpatine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Also, we never saw him like fight or do anything. He just used the Force a little bit,
yeah, yeah.
so I don't think he's really be a good pick.
Um,
Um, do we? No, we don't need him. Um,
who are you
the
gonna
thing
say?
is, there's not nearly as many villains as there are
Who are you
heroes
gonna
in
say?
Star Wars.
Who are you gonna say you don't need?
We're not gonna. We'll go there for the once. We'll go there for the once.
Oh, okay.
Um, I think that's all I think we need
This is actually
for.
bad because we have so many required for light side and then like nothing on dark side. This is
Well,
not
well,
good.
well, well, well. There'll be ones we want, but these are the ones that have to be in, right?
But
And
that's
then
the
they
thing.
you
Like
could you could pick from.
we have so many needs on light side and then like nothing on dark side.
Yeah, I think because so many of the heroes are more essential in Star Wars
Yeah.
than and the
Uh,
majority of the heroes are
I guess
essential to the roster, and the majority of the villains are not essential to the roster.
I
Um,
have an interesting one. What about Ravis? I don't think Ravis is a need, but he's an interesting archetype that you could
oh,
add.
we could do Trilla too.
Second sister for sure. Yeah.
I think Trilla is a good one. Yeah, we could put down Ravis too.
Ravis would be a very interesting one to do.
Yeah, he with his health regeneration would be crazy.
And then like
He'd be too broken.
you're obviously not gonna put Bode because like he hasn't
No,
been marketed as a villain. You know, he's marketed as
he's
a
also
yeah
not essential to this at all. But I
yeah.
think Trilla and Ravis to a lesser degree, but Ravis, I think that especially since we have Cal on here, I think they would be needed
I think
picks.
Ravis
I think Thrawn should be on here.
Thrawn is a great one. Yeah, Thrawn is a
Yeah, I
very
think
good one.
I think Thrawn needs to be here. To be honest,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why it took us so long to think of that. um, who else really?
I mean, nothing from
Uh,
Andor. You want to have like Dead Ramiro, but no.
yeah,
What about well, there's nothing from Kenobi. We don't want to add two Inquisitor characters.
we're not doing
Um,
Riva. We could do Grand
Rebels.
Inquisitor.
Grand Inquisitor. Grand
Is he
Inquisitor
that
would
great though?
Grand Inquisitor would be a good idea because like I would imagine he would definitely be like different from like another Inquisitor, but I can't really imagine
Yeah,
how.
but
Um, yeah.
we well yeah he's definitely different than Trilla in the way that he carries himself and
Yeah.
plays. Um, but I don't think we need him in the same way we need Trilla.
We're not gonna do Ninth
So
Sister because she'd be an F tier hero.
No, I say we move the because we're thinking of villains, but we're not thinking of must-haves. I think we should move on to the ones we want,
Yeah,
and then we can get all those villains in there. So let's move on to our. We should go back to heroes for this probably. Um,
sure.
our wanted heroes.
I'm honestly not gonna think of much for the hero side specifically. I mean,
Well, I want Kanan.
Kanan, yeah, but like, how many Jedi can you have to like make them different? You know, that's the thing.
Yeah, I guess, but I feel like him being blind would add some insane stuff to his moveset. Like if we do season 3 and 4 Kanan, I think he could have
That's a
some
weird.
crazy moves.
That is such a weird thing to say. Him being blind would make him interesting.
No, I think he could. I think the potential for Kanan's moveset and like abilities is like really, really high.
Yeah. Okay. If we're gonna
But and
have
this is
once,
wanted too. This is not
if
like
we're
it
gonna
needs
have
to be
once,
there.
we should definitely have Sabine there. Sabine would be interesting as far as like a lightsaber jetpack archetype. That sounds like super overpowered, but it could be an
Yeah, if she
option.
had like a dark saber ability and her dual blaster, she would be too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
Um.
Other than that,
Uh. Who?
what about? Oh,
Who else do
what
we
about
really want?
Cassian? What about Cassian?
Yes. Yes. I
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think we even. I don't think we even need Jin.
Yeah. Well, like Cassian was a main character in Rogue One, and he has his own show now. Like that's
Yeah.
significant.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's a bigger player than her now, to be honest.
yeah. We'll
And I
see.
think he's a more interesting character by far.
Yeah.
Um,
Right. Oh,
yeah.
sort of backtracking, going off topic. Tarkin, I think, is a must-have villain.
Oh, really? I thought about him, but I didn't say it because
Not
he's kind of
necessarily
old. Like,
Krennic, but like Tarkin, we've just seen more of him, and he's just more
ooh,
significant as far as like
I-
power.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought of a villain I want. I want Trench.
Trench.
That would be really cool
That would
because
be
like he'd
interesting.
be
That would be interesting, but like we've never seen Trench fight. You know. Well, I mean,
true. True. I guess
I
he
guess
would
we
be
haven't really
he would
seen
be
Tarkin
similar to
fight,
Tarkin besides the
but
physicality. I think.
yeah.
Yeah. How would he play? Actually, he'd play like I don't even know
Well, like Tarkin would be
because he
like an
doesn't.
ISB agent, sort of like a
Yeah.
highwing. The
Yeah, because
same
he's
thing
like,
with Thrawn. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Trench. I would love to see Trench, but I don't. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think he has potential to be an actual like
We literally just
fighter.
saw him like stab Anakin, and then he died.
Yeah, yeah, he should not have done that.
Oh,
Um.
what about potential for any Bad Batch characters? What do we think about that?
Oh, yeah, Hunter for sure.
I would like that, but like the Bad Batch is sort of like a slippery slope because like they're
Once
known
you
for
get one
like
of them,
being
you
a
want them all.
team. They're known for
Yeah,
being a team rather than like individual characters. Besides Crosshair, I think Crosshair should be a once for villains. Um,
yeah. I think Crosshair's a
but
want, and I think
the
the
thing
one.
the thing with Crosshair is that it goes against the nature of like a player because like Crosshair is supposed to be never miss, but like some players are just trash at the game,
Well, he could have a lock on like an aimbot ability, like Finn,
Like
but it
Finn.
one shots.
Yeah,
That would be too broken though. That would be insane.
yeah,
Um, the thing about that is the thing about going down the Bad Batch rabbit hole is once you get one of them, you're gonna want all of them. But
yeah. You can't have all of
Hunter,
them.
I think Hunter at least
What about
is
Omega? No,
is
plan.
well, she's a child. I don't think they would do that. I don't think they'd put a child in
Yeah,
war.
you can't have two
I don't think
short
they can
characters
show
on the light
children
side.
getting killed like that unless it's youngling hunt. Um, so
You
what are you
can't.
thinking? You think we should put down Hunter?
Hunter, sure. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Um. Oh, Rex. Right. Well, Rex is kind of in the must-haves.
Loki, yeah.
Yeah. He would. We could. He could just replace the ARC Trooper.
Loki, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't. I
Rex is a
can't.
must-have, to be honest.
I don't really need. We don't really want like any other clone troopers though. Like Cody, nah,
No.
not
We
really.
don't need any. We don't need anybody else, really. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
What about once for the villains? Let's move on to that.
yeah, let's do that. So our wanted villains is gonna be a lot longer than our wanted heroes.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts
So
start at
still
starting
managed
off?
to misspell villains. Nice. Um, so I have Savage Opress on my wanted
Yes, okay. I was thinking that too.
because he would play really interestingly. He's like a tank, and
He
he's
would be
also
a
like super strong.
he would be a hybrid of Vader and Maul for sure.
Yes, yeah,
Be a good
yeah. I
balance
think
of
that would be
that.
really
Yeah.
interesting. Just an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
Um, who else could we put on here? Um, wanted.
Dang. What kind of
Moff Gideon. You want to put Moff?
I mean I guess sure. I mean his season 3 finale. I mean it with the dark saber and stuff. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Balin.
Oh yeah, that would be
We
great.
need. Yeah, that would be
Yes.
awesome. Oh, that would be so cool. His voice lines would be so sick.
Would Morgan
Okay,
Elsbeth be an interesting concept? Maybe.
that could be there. I think, but I think if we do Morgan Elsbeth, I think a better pick would be Talzin. I think Talzin would be a better pick.
Talzin Talzin's not really more interesting. She kind of just uses magic, and then like the magic kills people. You know?
Yeah, but she's sort of like a. I think she's a bigger player in general.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like characters you would want in a game. I don't know.
Like Morgan fights with a sword. Like I think that's just more interesting than
I mean, she's
using
fighting with the
magic
sword that Talzin fought with in season 6.
in season 6.
Yeah,
Not
in
I don't
the
I
Mace
don't.
the Mace Windu Jar Jar episodes. How could you
Oh yeah,
forget?
that she swung like
It's
three
literally
times.
called
Yeah,
it's literally called the Blade of Talzin.
yeah.
Yeah, we could put down Morgan.
I mean, the only one that I really
Um,
like want, the only ones I really want out of this one category are Balin and Savage. I don't really care for Gideon and Morgan, really.
yeah, we're kind of digging bottom of the barrel now. Um,
Like,
Anybody else really?
cause Gideon would be a saber without force powers. Like that would kind of just be bad. I think.
Well, I mean, we have Grievous, but yeah, he's kind of like he's an older gentleman. He's not really. He would have to. What if he could like spawn in Dark Trooper like support? That
Oh,
would be sick.
like Leia and Palpatine did in Battlefront One.
Yeah, yeah, but like he could
Yeah,
actually spawn in the bots. Like that would be sick.
bots. I mean, I guess.
Like as an ability.
Mhm. I guess
Um,
sure. I
oh, what if
can't.
we did? I don't think he needs to be here because he's a key player, but I think he would play super cool. What do you think of Prong Krell?
Uh,
I think he
yeah.
would play really cool with 4 double blades. But I don't think he needs to be here.
I mean, Punkro's in 4 episodes of the Clone Wars. Like, it's just kind of,
Yeah, yeah. At this
yeah,
point, I really don't. There's not many villains really. I mean, Battlefront 2 got most of them.
right,
Um,
yeah.
I
Mhm.
think that should be it for the villains.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to uh hero skins that we really want. We're not going to spend too much time on it because it would be like that's like infinite imagination.
let's
But
do hero and villain skins in one too.
yeah.
So
So
immediately, I want old Ben. I want to say that.
yeah, old Ben Kenobi. I also want episode 1 Kenobi. Um,
Yes, I was gonna say that Padawan Kenobi because then you could have Qui Gon Kenobi and
and then Padawan Anakin as well.
yep, the episode 2 appearance
Yep.
with the green lightsaber.
With the green one, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
from the
that would
Jango
look
show,
sick.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Uh,
What
Pat,
other skins? Oh,
well,
like
for
a some
the
sort of damaged Vader skin. I don't really care,
yeah,
but some sort of damage. Or
well,
and
we're thinking about the Battlefront 2 heroes first. Um,
okay.
I think
Um,
I think an Endor Luke should have been a thing. I don't know why it wasn't
yes.
because Endor Han and Endor Leia were a thing, but Endor Luke wasn't.
And then it would give us another green lightsaber Luke to use because if you want a green lightsaber Luke, you have to use the default, which kind of
Yeah,
sucks.
and then
Um, can we
another
get
one.
a red Senator Palpatine, like
Oh
red
sure,
robes?
Chancellor Palpatine.
Yeah, we'll do Chancellor.
Yeah, but like scarred and deformed plus red robes. I think is a really good
Ooh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, not really Chancellor Palpatine though. That kind of wouldn't really make sense.
I'll
Yeah,
just say Senate. Wait, why
yeah.
did it caps lock? Of course it caps locked. It knew. All right.
Mandalore Maul. I think I think that should have been the skin rather than Old Master Maul. I don't really care for
Yeah,
Maul's
and
Rebels appearance
I
really.
think you don't care for Maul's Rebels. You don't want that.
That that could return, but like I didn't really care for that. I didn't really think the skin was that great.
Well, because it was kind of like not really the skin. It was like kind of it, but the shirt was like wrong. I want a
Yeah,
hooded version, the one from Malachor.
hooded
That's what I
Maul,
want.
or like just like regular episode one Maul, just hooded. You know.
That's oh that yeah. That's another one I want. Hooded Maul, and I also want hooded Maul. Um, and then I like the hooded Malachor one from the season 2 finale. I don't know about you.
Okay,
I like that, but I
sure.
think um and I also think we should have the like when he first is rebirthed, the season 4 finale
Okay,
skin, like shirtless.
shirtless Maul. That's
Okay,
pretty good.
we gotta move on because we're taking too many.
Book of Boba Fett Boba.
Yes.
Yeah, and then his
Mando. We could do a Mando skin. No, not really.
well
Um,
that's kind of the same thing. It's just that his armor is not painted. You know.
or like he doesn't have the new Beskar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
what
There's
else?
not Bosk, not um. What? Who else? Who else is there?
We need more Han
Dooku.
skins.
Not really any
Oh,
Dooku.
yes. Old Last Jedi Luke.
Last Jedi Luke. You want him to be in there?
The robes from the end of the movie.
I guess. I mean, if you're gonna go down that rabbit hole, then like, why not like old Han and old Leia? You
Yeah,
know,
I get.
I don't really think
I feel
I don't
you. I
really think
guess.
it makes much
Yeah, but
sense
like,
to.
all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
What else is there? Chewie,
Oh,
nothing.
Ben
Let.
Swallow.
Why did I know you were gonna say that all of a sudden? Um, for the culture, sure.
All right.
For the culture.
Yep, for the
Let's see
culture.
what else is there for light
Oh,
side? There's Yoda, Anakin,
us.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, we should do like a stormtrooper outfit Finn, like with like his dirty uniform.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Him in the back to suit in the beginning of the Last Jedi.
The leaky back to suit.
Yeah.
Um
And then as far as the Battlefront 2 heroes, that's all I can think of. We can think about the extra ones. So if you want to just scroll up to the list of added heroes, we don't have to list the skins that we're gonna think of. We could just talk about them to get it on
yeah.
record. So for
Yeah. So
The
many
first
skins.
ones, the main three, well, the main four, I guess, are middle of Clone Wars, season seven Clone Wars, Rebels,
Yep.
and the Ahsoka show. Of course, those are the four ones
Yep.
that
The
should have.
white Ahsoka show one. Or the white or the gray?
Um,
Probably the gray. The gray is
probably
more
the
iconic.
gray. Yeah,
Yeah, the
because
gray
that's
is
what
more
it's marketed
iconic. I would
as.
like to see the white Rebels one. That would be cool.
Yeah. For
But
Count
we don't need it.
Estes, I think the only ones that I really want to see are just the default Jedi Fallen Order and default Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
gonna
that's all
add
we really
more,
need for that.
I mean, you could do Poncho too, because like it's so iconic. But like you don't want
Yeah,
to go
you
too
could do a
far into
pink
the rabbit
poncho
hole.
one, or pink and Braca. Those are the only two you need. The pink and the
Yeah.
Braca. And then for Rex, all we really need is phase 1, phase 2, and then old Rex, I think. Um,
Oh yeah, sure. For Din
uh,
Djarin, there's only really
Qui-Gon, I
one
want his
skin.
poncho.
Like you could do the old Mandalorian armor, like in the very beginning of the Mandalorian, but like
First two
nobody, but
episodes.
like nobody would use that skin. Like just do like the
Yeah,
upgraded Beskar. Yeah,
yeah.
Padme.
Uh, c-
Padme. There's Geonosis, obviously. Like the
of
Fortnite
course you
skin.
want the crop top
The
one.
Fortnite skin.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and then
Ezra
there's
season 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
there's like a billion Clone Wars skins you can think of, but like I can't really think of the top of my head. Um,
Uh, Jumping back to Qui-Gon, I think I want his default one and then his poncho from Tatooine.
yeah, yeah. For Ezra, I think Buzzcut Ezra, I think is the only one really one. I don't really want to play as Kid Ezra. I'm gonna keep it a bug.
Yeah, because if you do
Ezra
Kid
and
Ezra,
Ahsoka
then
as
you
well.
have if you do Kid Ezra, then you have to introduce the Blicky Saber. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, that would be a different concept. Yeah,
I would be down for Ahsoka Ezra. That would be interesting.
yeah, sure.
Moses, Space Moses. Um, Hera doesn't need any skins. Poe doesn't need any
No,
skins.
Poe doesn't need
So
any. Mace Windu doesn't need any.
yeah.
Din
Or actually, we
Djarin,
could do
so.
Mace from the prequels, and then Mace with the
I mean,
Clone
if you
Wars
wanted to do
wrist
Poe,
guards.
you could do the pilot skin and the Rise of Skywalker skin, I guess.
You could,
Yeah.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
talk
But I
about
think for Mace,
yeah.
you should have the Clone Wars like forearm things.
The armor. Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
talk about
just the forearm though.
let's talk
Okay,
about villains.
villains.
Uh,
Oh wait, go up.
no,
All right.
just stay there. Yeah.
Yep.
So, for Trilla, masked and unmasked. That's simple.
Yep.
Just like Iden is.
Cad Bane
Ventress.
needs nothing.
What do you think about doing a Bad Batch skin for Ventress? Do you think that's on the
I'd be
table?
down. I
Yeah.
would love that for a yellow lightsaber.
Yeah.
I think what we do is I think we have the Bad Batch skin, we have her default skin, and then we have the masked one from season 5.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Cad
Ravis,
Bane,
no skins.
obviously.
Thrawn could have his little helmet.
Nah, I don't really care about that. I'm kidding about it.
No
And
one
then
likes that
And
helmet.
then Tarkin, no skins, obviously. Kanan, you can do masked and unmasked.
Oh,
That'd
didn't
be
mean to do
fine.
that.
What do you do? Kanan masked and
Yep.
unmasked. Sabine, you can do like the different armor plates. That'd be cool to see.
Masked and unmasked as well.
Cassian, none. Hunter, none. Or well, Hunter, you could do the
Or
different.
unmasked. Masked and unmasked.
Hunter, you could do the different armor plates, I guess.
Yeah, like season 1 and 2. And
Yeah.
then you could have each variant with a mask on or off, basically.
And then none of the villain ones would need any other skins. Yeah.
Gideon could have his base one and then his like Mando armor one.
I mean, I guess, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that's it. We didn't put Crosser on here, but he wouldn't really. He would just have masked and unmasked.
Yeah.
Um,
His Imperial armor specifically. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't need his
Yeah.
Bad Batch armor.
Other than that, I think that'll just wrap it up as far as because this is the main top. These are the main topics that interest us in terms of Battlefront, the heroes and the maps specifically.
Yep.
The trooper combat, and trooper customization, I think, can just vary. I much prefer the trooper customization in Battlefront 1 because there were so many. I didn't mind the class system, but the thing I disliked was that there's only like 5 weapons in each class. I do think that deserved more variety, specifically because Battlefront 1 had so much, you know.
Yeah, I think well, the old Battlefront games, they only had like 1 or 2 guns per class, and I don't think we necessarily need like a bunch of options per class, but I think we should just have a bunch of guns and you can choose any gun for any class. I don't think that should really be specific to a class. Um,
Yeah.
um, because I don't think. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. I also want to say if they make another Battlefront game, I don't want star cards. I'm going to be honest, because the thing about star cards is it convolutes the gameplay and it gives even more of an advantage to veteran players. It makes it so that new
Yeah.
players are have
Yeah,
even less
sure.
of a chance. Um, and it
Yeah.
just kind of complicates the whole system when it really doesn't have to be that way. Like, look at the bounty hunter star card. You basically have
Yeah.
to have that equipped if you want to get the hero.
Uh-huh.
It's sort of just a silly system at this point. I think we can leave it in the past. Unless they take more of a Battlefront 1 approach where they're actually like really cool abilities. But I don't really think we need star cards anymore.
Yeah. That's a good little loophole that we can discuss more about. But we're gonna end it there. Let's go to short segments. Let's get it going.
Let's do it.
All right. Code Din Djarin, I need you to name me the top 10 characters with the most screen time in The Mandalorian.
This guy just really likes these screen times questions, doesn't he? He loves these screen time things. In The Mandalorian, so obviously we have Din Djarin,
Number one, of course.
and then we have Grogu,
Number two, of course.
and then we have
Man,
I don't know.
got pretty hard after that, huh?
I know it's just that's the two. Grief Karga. Can you give me Grief Karga?
Grief Karga is number seven. Yes.
Okay. I'm hesitant to say Cara Dune because she wasn't in season 3 at all. Um,
You sure?
I said I'm hesitant, but she was in season
But do
1
you
and
want?
2 a
But do
lot.
you
Can I?
want to
Yeah,
be
can I get
hesitant?
Cara Dune?
Yeah, she's number six. Good job.
Okay, number 6. Who else will be here a lot? Might probably not. It might be Bo-Katan. Can I? Yeah, can I get Bo-Katan?
Number four. I don't know why you're saying it might be.
Number 4, really?
She was basically a co-main character in season three, bro.
Yeah, I guess, but she was like not very prominent at all in the other 2 seasons. Um, uh,
So speaking
shoot.
of Bo-Katan, who was another character that made an
Oh
iconic
yeah, Paz
appearance?
Vizsla. You're right. Oh no, is
Paz
Paz Vizsla on here?
Paz Vizsla is number 10. Yeah, that's not who I was talking about
Okay,
though.
that was close. Yeah, and then the armor.
The armor is number 8.
Okay. How many do we have
That's the
left?
one. That's the one who I wasn't giving you a clue to. Who goes along with Bo-Katan as far as making a iconic appearance in the show?
Oh, really? Boba's on here?
Yeah, Boba's number 3, dude.
Wow. Boba's number 3?
Boba is number
What the
3.
heck?
That's crazy.
What the
I thought it was
heck?
crazy too. He only appeared in 3 episodes.
Three episodes.
Or 4,
That's
because he appeared in episode 1 or chapter 9 very briefly at the end.
Oh yeah, for like 3 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang,
So
if he's number 3.
now all you're missing is number 5 and number 9.
Okay, so I'm assuming number 9 is Fennec Shand.
Number Fennec Shan's actually number 5.
Fennec Shand's the number 5. Okay, so all I have now is number 9.
Number 9. You definitely wouldn't think of this character off the top of your head.
Really? Okay, I'm thinking he was only in a bit of the show, but in the episodes he was in it quite a lot. Can I get Queel?
Not Quill. I do like that guess, but no. This character was in all 3 seasons.
Okay.
And
All
in
3 seasons.
season 3, they were only in 1 episode.
Oh.
This is definitely a character who you forget exists half the time. I will say that.
Oh, really? Oh, dang. Oh, maybe it's... Maybe it's I'm forgetting her name. Is it,
You're thinking of
Yeah,
Pelimato.
forget her
It's
name.
not. It's not Pelimato.
No, I'm not thinking of Pelimato. I'm thinking of Bo-Katan's Bo-Katan's sort of sidekick, the female Mando.
It's not Coscar Reeves. This character is a
Oscaries, that's what it
this
is.
character. Uh, how do I say this? Was once considered a villain.
Um, was once considered a villain. Interesting. I can't get this off the top of my head for some reason.
The last time they appeared in the show was season 3, episode 3.
Oh, season 3, episode 3. That was the Coruscant episode. Um, is it I'm having a blank now. Um, is it Pershing?
It is Pershing. He's number 9.
Wow,
And that is the
number
list.
9. Wow, good for Pershing, man. Good for him.
Yeah.
All right, Darth Smokius. Name me the 19 playable heroes in Star Wars Battlefront 2, 2005.
The nicknames keep getting weirder and weirder. Okay. Um,
Yeah,
so let me get the obvious ones. Let me get Obi-Wan.
there you go.
Let me get Luke.
There you go.
Let me get Anakin. Let me get Han. Let me get Leia.
I don't know if you knew this, but Anakin is actually on the dark side in that game.
Oh, interesting. So this is only
Yeah,
counting light side heroes.
No, it's all the heroes. I just want to let you know.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Okay,
evil.
interesting.
It's evil Anakin for some reason. They don't have a light side version.
Really? Okay. I'm pretty sure Yoda's in the game, right? Is Yoda here?
Yoda's in there.
Yeah. Mace Windu's here, right?
Yep, Mace is there.
Yep. Now let me think of Dark Side. Obviously we have Dooku. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
We have Maul. Obviously, I know he's in there for
Yep.
sure. Grievous is in there too, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. And then Palpatine.
Yep.
Yeah. Boba Fett is there.
Yep.
Is why am I attempting to guess why am I thinking Jango Fett's in there? Is Jango Fett's not in there, is he?
Jango Fett is in there.
Oh, okay.
Jango Fett is
I
in the
knew
game. They did it.
I had a feeling that Jango was in the game.
Yeah, they did both of them. They play similar.
Yeah. How many do I have left?
So you have 2 villains and 4 heroes.
2 villains, 4 heroes. The villain's not Bosk, is it?
No, it's not.
No, I didn't think Bosk was.
There are no bounty hunters.
Heroes. I think Kiadi Mundi's in there, right?
Yeah, there you go. Good job.
For some
And
reason, I
also,
remember that.
one of them is a pretty obvious one. I'm surprised you haven't gotten yet. He's part of the original trilogy cast. Unless I missed when you said him.
Chewie? Chewie's there?
Yeah, it's Chewbacca. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I didn't not hear you, but yeah, Chewie's in there.
I often go over obvious ones when listing out characters.
So you have 2 heroes, 2 villains.
Is Qui-Gon here? Is Qui-Gon in the game?
No, Qui-Gon's not.
What about who am I thinking of? Kit Fisto is getting added to the game. He wasn't in the game originally.
He was in the Xbox version, so I counted him.
Yeah, Kit Fisto's here.
He was in the Xbox version of the game.
Yeah. So I'm only missing one more hero on the light side.
Yep.
It's
kind of an obscure one. I'll say that.
It's an obscure Jedi Master, I'm guessing. Is it Sazy Tin? Is it Sazy Tin?
No, it's not Sazy Tin. Good guess.
Man, Kid Fist is it? How much do we see them in on screen?
They are in multiple episodes of Clone Wars, and we see them die in Order 66, or in Revenge of the Sith, rather.
Is it Adigalia? Is it Adigalia?
No, it's not.
Gosh. Multiple episodes. It's not Aegon Kolar. He's not in the Clone Wars
No,
at
it's not.
all.
It's a female Jedi.
Oh, oh, Ayla Secura.
Yep, Ayla
Yeah,
Secura. So you only have two villains left. One of them I'm really surprised. Well, I'm really surprised you didn't guess yet. And one of them is one that everybody's been talking about recently.
bro, I thought of Sazy 10 before Ayla Secura. That's crazy. Um, being
So we're
very
on to
talked about
villains.
recently. Oh, it's Asajj Ventress, right?
There you go. And this last one is kind of guessed him already.
I kind of guessed him already. What do you mean by that? Vader?
Yeah, it's Vader.
Okay.
There
Yeah,
you go.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Because Darth Vader and Anakin are separate characters on the dark side.
Yeah, for some reason when you said Anakin's on the dark side,
You ticked it
I
off.
kind of just auto ticked
Yeah,
Vader. Yeah. All right.
nice work.
I'm just gonna go straight into my next one. Um,
All right.
all right. All right. All right. Co-Darth Vader, who commonly uses his invincibility glitch in Galactic Assault, can you name me the top 10 best heroes in EA's Battlefront 2 according to Game Rant?
Gosh. First of all, I never use the invisibility glitch or invincibility glitch. Second of all, gamer rants is going to be a terrible list.
I heavily disagree with this list. Heavily
I know you're going to
disagree.
disagree, but luckily for you, I was a Battlefront casual for a long time, so I know how they think. All right. So I know Vader is on there, right?
Vader is number 2.
Yeah. And I know. Actually, that's the only one I'm like guaranteed. But I know that Bosk and Finn and like all the actual good ones are not going to be on there. So I'm gonna guess. Can it give me Luke?
Luke is number 3.
Yeah. And also, since they're casuals, it's probably also gonna be Obi-Wan. Can I get Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan is number 9.
Ooh, good pick. All right. And then Anakin.
Anakin is number 8. Very low.
Okay, give me Dooku.
Dooku is not here.
Oh, what the?
Dooku is not here. I'm
Interesting.
very surprised considering the lineup
Okay,
already.
okay. So Dooku's not there. Um,
So a couple.
I mean, there's not that many heroes. So can I get Han?
Han is number 5. There's an obvious one that
Yeah.
you use a lot. Um, you probably have a very high
Oh
level with
yeah.
him.
Oh yeah. They probably have Maul like number one. Can I get Maul?
No, no, that's not the one I was thinking of. Maul's not here.
Maul's not here
Is a hero
because
that
they.
you have very
Oh,
high level. Perhaps
look, yeah. Can I get Grievous then?
Grievous is number 10.
Oof. Woof. Ooh.
So yeah,
Under Kenobi
yeah.
and Luke.
You're just
That's
missing number
crazy.
1. The fact that this guy is number 1 is insane to me. And then you're just
Oh
missing. After that, you're just missing number 4, 6, and 7.
yeah. Yeah. They did something stupid for number one. They did something stupid. For those of you guys who don't know,
Perhaps a
I have a
hero.
max level Grievous.
Perhaps a hero that
Um,
a good friend of ours uses quite a lot.
yeah, yeah. I was about to say that too. You ruined it. I was about to have a super cool moment where I came out of nowhere and I was like Palpatine, but it's Palpatine.
Palpatine is number 1 somehow. Maybe this list was made in
That's
2019
insane.
when he had to get removed from the game. Uh,
Yeah, I think they swapped number 10 and number 1. I think that was the mistake.
maybe, or maybe number 2 and number 1.
Yeah.
All right, so you just have
Um
3 left: 2 light side and 1 dark side.
okay, two light side, one dark
The
side.
fact that this
I
dark side
know
hero is here, the fact that this villain is here, is insane. By the way,
the
it's
villain.
insane behavior.
Okay, okay. So immediately I'm pretty sure the hero they're going to put on there. I don't think they don't like Finn. They don't really like Chewie. I think it's gonna be Leia.
Leia's number 6. And actually, I
There you
was
go. So
wrong.
I have
It was only 1 light side, so you have 2 dark sides
okay
left.
two dark
And
sides left.
to have it considered, this list was actually created before the droids were released, before BB-8 and BB-9 were out. to
and
consider.
before the balance patch, before the Scarif update and the balance patch after it. So,
Yeah.
uh, so you got to think back a little bit here. It's not gonna be.
So
It wouldn't have been either of the droids anyway. Um,
so
the
yeah.
mainstream seems to think BB-8 is really good though for some reason.
Yeah. So
Um,
number seven is a fairly obvious one in my opinion. Number four is definitely not though.
okay, so they're both villains. The villains we don't have on here, it's not going to be Phasma. I'm not even going to say that. Um,
Um
there's Aiden. There. Wait, really?
um
Wait, really? But what? Where is she?
Phasma's number four. He wants to cry. He left. He left. He left. The trivia is over. Can you just name okay, can you just name another sequel villain?
Cooked.
Can you just name another sequel villain?
We're cooked. Another
Okay.
sequel villain is
Yeah.
so Kylo Ren is our number 9 or whatever.
Kylo is number seven, and that's the list.
Smoke from the 13th Battalion Minecraft server. Name me the top 10 most powerful Jedi according to the movieweb.com.
Oh my gosh, the callbacks. Okay. Most powerful Jedi. I assume Anakin has to be here. Oh, I'm cooked.
It's not on the list.
Is Yoda here at least?
Yes, Yoda's number 1. Yoda's number 1.
Okay, that makes sense. What Mace Windu is definitely here.
Yeah, Mace is in your number 4.
Okay, number four. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
This
All
list
right.
this list is insane. This list might kill you.
How many of these characters do I just not know their names?
You know all their names,
Okay.
but like not all of them are like main players. Like they're not like the main
Yeah.
characters of their,
Yeah, I get
you
that.
know.
If Anakin's not here, I'm scared to guess Luke, but I'm gonna guess Luke.
Yeah, Luke's number 2. They're not that insane.
Okay. But Anakin's
Yeah,
not on
Luke's
the
number 2.
list. So what do you mean? What do you mean they're not that insane?
Okay, so you have your number 3, 4, or yeah, number
Three and then five through
you have
10.
most of them. 3 and then 5 through 10 basically.
Yeah. The Anakin Glazers on TikTok are gonna be mad at this one. Um,
It's insane.
this is a weird guess. Is Plo Koon here by chance?
No.
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 I don't know
Keep
why.
thinking down that path though. Keep thinking down that path.
I don't know what made me think that, but it was just kind of
Keep
there
thinking that idea though, that type of Jedi status.
of like Jedi Council members.
Jedi Council members, just general like powerful Jedi masters in the prequel era, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. What about Kit Fisto? Is he here?
He's number 9.
Okay,
Insane.
good
I don't know
pull,
how
good
bro
pull.
made the cut.
Yarrow proof. No, I'm playing. Um, what about are there any characters on this list that are like are any other characters that are like outside the prequel era?
Yes, there is yeah, there's one more character outside.
Is it
I
Ray?
think you know who it is. Yeah, Rey's number 6.
Okay, sure, sure, sure.
Okay, so I will tell you your number 3. Actually, if I give you a hint for your number 3, you're gonna know exactly who it is. So I'm not gonna do that. Um, your number, your number, which one? Your
Which
number
just
8
tell
actually.
me which ones am I missing? Like three and
You're
then
missing number 3, number 5, number 7, number 8, and number 10. I'll tell
okay.
you, your number 8 actually survived Order 66, as far as we know.
Quinlan Voss, is it Quinlan Voss?
No.
No, it's not. Okay. Um,
I'll tell you, they were at the temple.
they were at the temple. That makes me think Grogu, but I don't think it's Grogu.
That's not Grogu.
I doubt it's Keller and Beck. Um, I highly doubt it's Keller. I don't really think it's. I don't really think it is. Um, at the temple is throwing me the heck
Yeah.
off.
So I have some unfortunate news.
Huh?
Kellen Breck is in your 8.
What? Okay, sure.
I told you this list is insane. I told you
This
this
is
list
a
is insane.
okay. This is another weird guess. Is Cinderelic on here?
No, he's not. I don't hate that guess because the ones that we've been giving you, you know.
Okay,
Um. So yeah, you still have your number 3 is prominent in the
prominent,
prequels. I would say.
prominent in the prequels.
Um.
It wouldn't
Your
be. It wouldn't be Qui.
specifically
Wouldn't.
specifically
Yeah.
is in episode 1. Your
Oh,
number,
specific. Is it Qui Gon? Qui Gon?
yeah, it's Qui-Gon.
Okay, yeah.
So
I
your
when they're
number,
talking about powerful, I wouldn't think Qui Gon. He's just more so
that's
wise. But
that's what I'm saying. This list is whack, but that's why I picked it because I was like, this is insane.
yeah,
Um,
kind of like that Battlefront 2 list. Trust.
yeah, yeah. So your number 5, they're in the 3 prequel movies. They're more background character, more like a
Yeah.
background Jedi. But they're featured a decent amount in the Clone Wars.
Kiadi Mundi, is it Kiadi Mundi?
No,
No. Ayla Secura.
no.
Oh man,
I don't think they have lines in the prequels, but they definitely have lines in the Clone Wars.
definitely have lines. Adigalia,
There's they're a rare no, they're a rare
no.
species. Say that.
Rare species. I've already guessed Plo Koon. It's not him. Rare species. That is
Like they're humanoids. They're humanoids, but they're like
yeah.
they're you know.
Sazy 10? Is it Sazy 10?
No. Okay, this
Shane.
person has a green lightsaber.
Green lightsaber. Eth Koth.
No.
Oh,
They don't
Luminar
have
and
horns.
Dooley.
There she is.
Okay.
Luminara is the 5th most powerful Jedi, apparently.
What the heck, man?
So there you
Yeah,
go.
that does make sense. Was she the one that you were saying that survived Order 66? Or
No, it's
no?
Keller and Beck.
Oh
I
yeah.
was talking
Okay.
about
Yeah,
Keller
that
and
makes
Beck.
sense.
Um,
Luminar also survived, but she died shortly
she
after.
did. Well, yeah, she
Yeah.
was. So your
So
number. So you are missing your. You're just missing number 7 and number 10. Number 7 is. I'm surprised you haven't guessed it yet. More powerful than a lot of the ones you listed. And your number 10 is probably should not be on this list.
is number 7 like prominent in the prequels, or is it like more Clone
You're
Wars?
muted, I think.
Oh gosh, dang it, man! Why does it always do that? What?
I think you're muted.
Yeah. Okay.
There
Why
we
does
go.
my microphone
Okay,
always disconnects out of nowhere for some reason?
that's weird. Okay, what were you
Number
saying?
is number 7 like very prominent in the prequels, or is it more Clone Wars?
They're prominent in both.
Prominent in both. What? I already
And
guessed
they're
his name. I already
also
guessed Yoda.
actually I can't say that. Yeah, they're
They.
prominent in both. They're very prominent in both, actually.
Wait. Okay, this might be a this is a very nonchalant guess. Is it Dooku?
No, he was like number 14 or something.
Okay.
No, this is like a very, very prominent character in Star Wars in general.
In Star Wars in general. What the heck, man? Um,
I think you have tunnel vision right now.
yeah, I definitely do. This is like a very obvious character, but like number 7,
It is.
It's Obi-Wan.
There you go. You were lost
Okay.
there for a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
they're
know I don't know what made me not think of him, but yeah,
It's
sure.
funny.
Um,
Yes, so your number 10 is. I'll tell you this because you wouldn't guess her in a million years. Well, there you go, her. Now you know. This character is very prominent. For they're well known for being at the Jedi Temple. They're like
oh,
stationed at.
Shakti.
Shakti.
No,
Stationed at
Stationed
the
at the
Jedi
Jedi
Temple.
Temple.
Oh, Jocasta
Jocasta
Nu.
Nu.
there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
That's your
Oh,
scuffed
man.
Jedi list.
All
Right.
right.
Yes.
Took
Okay.
a list.
All
All
right.
right.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
move
move
on
on
to
to
the
the
next
next
one.
one.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
play
play
All right.
another
another
variant of character guessing, but it's not gonna be back and forth. We're just gonna go one character at a time. Uh, and one of us is gonna pick a character, and we're gonna give the other person clues on what it is. So we're gonna give three clues each. The first one is obviously very broad. The second one is more specific, and the third one is pretty specific. Yeah.
Do we
So
give them all at once, or like do we like?
we give each other a chance to like give a
Oh,
couple
we
guesses
give
on
each
what
other
we're gonna do.
one and one, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Okay.
we
I'm
go
in-
we go we go a character at a time. Like you guess my character, and then I will guess your character. After I go through all my clues. Yep. So I'll go first. I'll pick my character. I have picked my character. Okay. My first clue. They appear in the Clone Wars. So you can give me a couple guesses, even though you don't have much to go off of.
They appear in the Clone Wars. I'll just say Ahsoka, Rex, and Maul.
No, none of them. Second guess, or second hint. They appear in the Clone Wars Season 2.
Oh. Okay, so now I'm gonna guess Cad Bane.
Not Cad Bane.
Cad Bane. Who else? Grievous.
Not Grievous.
And who would be my third? Can I get? I don't even know if he's in season 2. Can I get Jar Jar?
Not Jar Jar. No. That's a good guess, though.
I don't know when the Gungan episode is. I forget.
And
The
then
Gungan Jedi.
actually, I'll just do I'll let you do 4 for this one because it'll make it because I doubt you'll get it on the third one. My third clue is that they wield a green lightsaber.
Oh wow. Okay. Green lightsaber. So I'm thinking it's not Ahsoka. So I'm thinking Luminara.
Not
Who else is
Luminara.
a green? I may as well guess it. Yoda.
Not Yoda.
Um. Hmm. I'm debating between these two. Can I? Is it Quinlan?
Not Quinlan. Last hint. Last clue. Their name starts with an E.
Their name starts with an E. Hmm.
You have forgot. I will say you have forgotten this character's name before, but I know you would know it, like generally. I'll say this: their first name starts with an E. Their last name starts with a K.
Oh, is it Egan Kolar?
Not that one.
Oh, so it's like one of them.
Egan starts with an A.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's not Egan Kolar, but very similar for a specific reason.
They're like the it's what's his name, man?
That's what I'm saying. Fights Grievous.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Go to level 1 Lego Star Wars 3, by the way.
It is. It is.
I'll give you 10 seconds. Because I know you
Oh,
know the
okay.
character.
I know the character.
It's
It's like
Ethoff.
rescuing Eithkoth. There it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you knew it. You just kind of didn't know his name.
The thing is, when I think of Eithkoth, I don't think that's not the image that comes to my head for some reason.
You think of
But
it
yeah, it's
before because they're
Eithkoth.
the same species.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now I gotta get my character. Um. Good. Yeah. Good level too in Clone Wars. Lego Star Wars 3.
Yeah, W.
Hey, the best level though. That's how you know. That's how you figure out someone's valid. What their favorite Lego Star Wars 3 level is.
What was my favorite level?
It's got to be Rising
Uh,
Malevolence.
Actually, no. My favorite level was probably Hostage Crisis. I really like that one.
That was good too. The Christosis one is pretty good too.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
And then
Okay. Anyways, get my character.
the
Like,
war games. Those were W.
oh, so much fun,
Yeah.
dude. I struggled with those as a kid, and then I went back to it like when I was older, and like it's so easy. You can just cheese them.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, just think of a character. Any character. Okay. I have my character.
Okay.
So, are you still recording?
Yeah.
All right. This character only appears in in some of the Skywalker Saga movies.
And some of them. Okay, that's a very good first clue. I'll go.
Like they're not in any shows or anything like that, or spin-off movies.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what I'm saying. They're only in some of the movies 1 through 9.
Yeah. They're not in spin-off movies either. I'll go Maz Kanata. I'll go Finn. I'll go Poe Dameron.
Okay, none of those. Um,
Actually, no.
This
I
character.
think Poe's in Resistance. Those are my guess. Yeah.
Yeah, this character is exclusive to the sequels.
Okay, so I was pretty close. I'll guess Ray.
Nope.
Guess Snoke. And I'll
Nope.
guess DJ.
No. Okay. So third guess. This character is. This character. I think of a slightly more specific one. This character is prominent in The Last Jedi.
Okay. I already guessed Snoke. It's not Snoke. Roast Tico? Is Roast Tico?
Good job,
There you go. Cool. There you go.
Rose Tika. It's
All right.
not about fighting what we hate.
One more round each. I will think
All right.
of a character. Oh gosh. Okay, I have mine. I have my character.
All right.
All right. Okay. This character is a humanoid, but not a human.
Okay. I'm thinking Ahsoka.
Not Ahsoka.
I'm thinking Ayla Secura.
Not Ayla Secura.
And I'm thinking Thrawn.
Not Thrawn. This character, clue number 2. This character is a force wielder.
Okay. Now we're cooking. I'm thinking Maul. I'm thinking What is Ventress? I don't even know. I don't even know if she's.
Ventress is a
I'm not gonna.
humanoid.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna guess that. Don't count that.
Follically challenged.
Yeah, for real.
Well, actually,
Um,
she has hair now.
yeah. So she can get hair. She just chose to shave
It's,
it. I
it's
guess.
not Maul. It's not Maul or Ventress.
Okay, so So I guess I only have one more guess. Is it? It's not no one from the sequels. It's no one from the originals. Is it Savage?
It's not Savage. Clue number 3. This character turns to the dark side.
That's a good clue. They turn to the dark. They're a humanoid that turns to the dark side. I should be getting it now.
Only quite a few options, but not that many.
Yeah. Not really that many. I can't really. Of course, I can't think right now. Yeah, I'm thinking. Is it Grand Inquisitor?
Not Grand Inquisitor.
Okay. Um. Who else could it be? I should probably think more Clone Wars. Who really turned in? Is it Barriss Offee?
Not Barriss Offee. Great guesses, though.
Okay. I don't know if he counts. Yeah, I don't know if he counts, but I'll say Ponkrell.
Not Ponkrell. Those are actually the 3 that I expected you to guess. So you're on the right track.
Nice.
Last hint. This character's lightsaber color was once yellow.
Oh, well, once yellow.
It was once yellow.
Whoa, why am I I already guessed Barriss. I already guessed Grand Inquisitor. Plo Koon didn't turn to the dark side.
Plo Koon's also not yellow.
Well, it was in Legends.
Actually, I'll give you a different hint. This character suffered a severe injury.
Oh,
we saw.
I think you're that we saw.
We saw this happen.
Oh, because I was about to start going Old Republic, but we saw it happen.
That's not a bad. That's not a bad.
Okay.
Not specifically Old Republic.
Jeez, someone that
a different type.
Okay, so a different type. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's Dagan Gera.
Dagan Gera. That is correct.
Nice. Dude, before you said injury, I was about to guess Bastila bro. You almost had me guessing Bastila on here, dog.
All right.
Never in my life.
Another character. Never in my life. When I say an Old Republic character, I'm gonna do that.
No, for real. I thought you liked KOTOR though.
Yeah, but I don't remember the characters too well. I just like it for the gameplay.
Mm-hmm. Trying to remember their name. Oh, I remember.
Trying to remember their name. Goat's greatest fear.
They're not that obscure, but you know how I am with names. Alright, I've got my character.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Alright. This character is in the Clone Wars.
Okay, 3 guesses. I'll go Count Dooku, Meeber Gascon, and Whack the Pit Droid.
No, none of those. I should have, dude. Imagine if I did Weber Gascon. You got it right there. That would have been.
You should have been Whack the Pit Droid. My guy. That's my homie right there.
A sunny day in the void. So our next question, the next thing hint I'm gonna give you.
Next clue.
Jeez.
Yeah.
This character is of high status.
Of high status in the Clone Wars. Admiral Yularen. Uh, we'll go uh, Nuke Gunray and General Grievous.
None of those. This character, this character is, trying to get a little more specific. This character is an alien.
This character's an alien, so definitely a separatist. Pretty sure. I don't know why I guessed Grievous, because you were trying to remember his name. This character's an alien of high status. Maybe it's a Jedi. Maybe it's a Jedi. I'll guess Plo Koon. I will guess Yarrow Proof.
Nope, none of those.
Last guess, I will say Shakti.
Okay. Not those, but this character, I gotta get super specific now. This character is heavily affiliated with the Hutts.
Oh man, this should be a giveaway. Oh man. High status. That makes me think they're a separatist, but I don't know if they're a separatist. I don't think it's a Nemoidian. Is it Cad Bane?
Nope.
Not Cad Bane. I got two more guesses.
And they're not like a scoundrel, or like they're not working. They're not doing the dirty work.
That throws me off. That throws me off a lot. Highly affiliated with the Hutts. Gosh, man. What am I thinking right now? I can't think of anybody.
You want another clue?
Sure, I'll do one more.
All right. This character, might need to fact check this, but to my knowledge, this character only appears in season 1.
I think I have a guess. Is it Bib Fortuna?
No.
No. Okay. I'm gonna just throw it in. Who's this?
0.
Oh, I was never gonna get that. Yeah, we're gonna do a blind ranking. We're gonna each of us are gonna do different topics. I
haven't done a blind ranking in a while.
I'm going to have you blind rank Sith Lords.
All right, let's do it.
I need you to blind rank these Sith Lords without knowing who comes next. All right, first up we have Count Dooku / Darth Tyrannus.
Dooku. I like Dooku a lot. I think he's got a lot to love. I think he gets even more to love with Tales of the Jedi. In my heart, though, I don't think he's better than a Palpatine, a Vader, a Maul. So I am going to put him... I'll put him 3.
All right. Next up, we have Darth Maul.
Yeah, well, it doesn't get much better than that. It's possible you pull out Vader here, but personally, Maul is one of, if not my favorite character, depending on the time of day. So I feel pretty comfortable putting Maul at 1.
Okay. Next up, we have Darth Bane.
Bane. I mean, we like Bane. He established the rule of 2. To be honest, I'm not the most educated in pre-Phantom Menace lore, so I don't know the most about him. But I do know he established the rule of 2. He's that guy. But in reality, I think there are a lot more characters that I would enjoy. So I think I'm gonna have to put him 5.
Next up, we have Darth Sidious.
Okay, well that's gonna be my oof. Unless you pull out a Vader here at the end, then this will really ruin my list. But I gotta put Sidious at 2. Come on, man.
And then your last one, you don't have Darth Vader. You have Darth Plagueis.
I'm okay with that list.
Yeah.
I think that's my ideal list, actually.
Yeah. Very nice. Alrighty.
All right.
Cool.
Now let me get my list real quick. Blind rank these 5 Star Wars Battlefront 2 heroes. All right. Starting out, I'm going to give you Leia.
Leia, very annoying. But once she's used all her abilities, she kind of gets cooked. But naturally, she is very good. I'm gonna put Leia at number 3. Very middle.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be I think that's gonna be right for your list here. Next up, I am going to give you. I'm gonna give you Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. I personally think he is the second best blaster hero on the dark side behind Bosk. I think he's that good. I think he's really strong. But I really don't think he's better than Leia personally. I think Leia's better. I'm gonna put Boba at 4.
All right. Next up, you have Dooku.
Dooku, man, I kind of dug a trench because I really don't think Dooku is a better hero than Leia. Maybe I don't even think he's a better hero than Boba. I'm gonna be honest. Well, Boba's situational.
Well, so is Dooku.
I'm not gonna stick myself in the trench. I'm gonna put Dooku at number 2, even though I don't agree with it.
All right. And you know what? I think you made the right choice there. I was I was kind of digging you a hole with the order I said these out in, but I think it's impossible for you to mess up this list now. Coming up next, we have BB-90.
Number 5. Even though I do think.
There we go.
Well, actually, I don't think BB-90 is better than any of those heroes, but I do think he's very good.
Yeah. All right, and then your number 1's Finn.
Finn. I'll take it. I'll take it. With that being said, that is going to be the end of episode 4 of Ramblers Radio.
We made
If you guys
it.
did enjoy the episode, please make sure that you do leave a like and subscribe to the channel on YouTube to make sure you get notified on future content. And if you're listening on Spotify, please give us a review. We appreciate all of the feedback. Plus,
All of the Spotify account.
I have a new thing. If you guys want to suggest any shorts that you think would be creative and fun, please leave it down in the comments on YouTube. We would like to see your thoughts.
Yep.
All right.
We would love to know.
Any closing remarks before we get this out?
Yeah, man. I just want to say I appreciate everybody who's been watching. We've been getting a lot of support recently. We're really starting to grow here. And yeah, I thank you guys for tuning in for the ride and hope you stay.
Yep. All right, guys. With that being said, we will see you guys next week. See you later.
Bye.